Give me just 1 second. Need to set something up correctly here. Okay. I set up the wisdom app incorrectly, so give me just 1 moment to get it right before I have people upset because I'm not taking their comments or taking them as live discussion. I forgot to change the settings after my last session with them. So, here we go. Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live from Las Vegas, I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver this latest free, timeless, collective channel message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. Welcome. And if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly, because you'll always be responsible for the consequences and repercussions that you see. We invite you, please always bring your intuition to this party. And you have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on the website located in the title of this live, raw, real, unedited, and uncut broadcast. So, with all that being said and done, after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. Soplalo! All right, they wanted me to grab the Mahabharata deck out at the outset of our reading and pull the final message that we will read first. Okay, so we'll look at this card as our final closing message for the session today. What is the download message today, please? What is the download message today? There it is. We'll leave that up there. I haven't seen it yet. That's perfect. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 decks. Now 14 in Tarot is the Temperance card. Temperance talks about patience and divine timing. I didn't even get the title of this reading until after I was done with the pre-show shuffle, and I heard Grace Under Fire. Now, I heard that the other day, and they were like, nope. And today when I heard it, they were like, yep. So that's the title, is Grace Under Fire. So I get from that the feeling that just intuitively, it's like different things are coming your way. But I see you, first off, protected by the power of grace. It doesn't mean that things aren't coming your way. It doesn't mean they're completely removed from you. What it does mean, though, is the way you go through it is under grace. So let's see what we have as our dominant energy for humans living on Earth at this time. We have the Major Arcana 3D Tarot out. So what is the dominant energy on Earth at this time? What do we have? Which one is it? Which one is it? Show me the card. There it is. Thank you. All right. Dominant energy on Earth is the Devil, temptation. Okay. Also, challenges that have to be overcome. When the Devil card comes out, it's like you got to pull your inner, go out and scale that mountain, baby. Scale that mountain. Go where no creature has dared to go before. Okay. You're going to have to pull out your strength to overcome challenges and obstacles that want to get in your way, okay? Temptation could be coming up. Also, fears, insecurities, doubts, feeling stuck, feeling like there's nothing you can do. This is the time where you have to muster up your faith, okay? The bottom of the deck is the Fool card, okay? And it was actually in reverse, which is interesting because there are some reversals in this deck. So the Fool card is like you have misstepped in the past. Okay, you've made some steps. A lot of us have. And this is, remember, this is a dominant energy on Earth. So this is like anywhere where we have fallen for temptation before is coming up for us to go through it with a different mindset. Okay, they're showing me the card from my handmade oracles. It's like hitting the same place from a different headspace. Okay, so we're going to get into your message today. And when I woke up today, there was one card deck that was screaming at me. And the Pets card came out of this deck and showed itself to me and reminded me about this deck. I was like, oh my God, that deck has been sitting on the shelf untouched for how long? So we're going to use for our feature deck today, the Magical Unicorns. And the Magical Unicorns Oracle cards. So let's see what's the situation today. What's the situation for the tribe? Okay, the one that fell to the floor, they said. Let me grab that. Situation for the tribe is laughter. You need a good laugh. Ooh, laughter is the best medicine. Now they're transporting me back. They're taking me back. They're taking me back to the time when my mother was, oh boy, some of y'all don't know that my mother, she passed from what's called sarcoma cancer, okay? And when she was in the hospital, she was in so much pain. And they were like, well, we already gave her pain medicine. We can't give her no more. And so I was basically working out of the hospital remotely. And my mother was in so much pain. And I remembered hearing that laughter is the best medicine, that it's a pain reliever. It releases endorphins that relieve pain within you. So when that came up, I put on the Earth, Wind, and Fire album on my little radio I had in the room with me. And I put my hair real silly. I put one ponytail up top and one off to the side. My hair was looking crazy. And I started dancing around the room like a damn fool for my mom. My mama was just laughing. Before you know it, I had a whole audience, the nurses and the staff was like, what's going on in here? I'm like, well, y'all can't give my mama no pain medicine, so I have to give her some pain medicine. This is the only freaking pain medicine that I could give her, was to make her laugh. And you know what? I kept it going until they brought her some fucking pain medicine. It was going to be a whole nother hour and a half before she could get some more pain medicine. But my mother was in pain. So I created laughter for her. So somebody here might be in pain in your experience. There ain't no pain medicine available. But the best medicine for pain and hurt is laughter anyways. So if you're looking at somebody you love, and the only thing you can do is create laughter for them in this day, that's something you want to do. So there's also the message here of don't fall into fear. I heard in the past you've fallen into fear. Don't fall into fear in this, okay? That's not what we want to do in this energy. They're saying we want to, go into the energy of lightheartedness and laughter. So I have for one side of the table the Tarot of Mystical Moments. So let's see, what is the energy on this side of the table, please? This side of the table today will be represented by the Tarot of Mystical Moments. And this card wants to come out. So let's see what we have on this side of the table. We have the Five of Cups. Okay. And immediately I hear sorrows and regrets, sadness. Sorrows and regrets and sadness. There's something that's transpired here that is sorrowful, it's regrettable, and there's some sadness there, okay? This is why you need a good laugh. You need a good laugh. You need to find the humor in the situation. You need to find the humor in life. Maybe there ain't no dang humor in this situation. So I'm like, ain't shit funny about this, Melinda. I hear you, baby. There's a lot of stuff we go through, and there really ain't nothing funny about it. But you still got to find a way to smile. You still got to find a way to create some humor in your life. Somebody here, the prescription they're giving you is you need to put on some comedy movies. They said Dumb and Dumber would be great because there's a lot of stupid things to laugh at. And they said if you watch Dumb and Dumber, you'll remember how good off you are because at least you got common sense with what you're dealing with. Let's see what's the energy on the other side of the table, please and thank you. So the external energy today is going to be represented by the Starman Tarot. So let's see what we have from the Starman Tarot on the other side of the table. We have the Four of Swords. Okay. So somebody here is not acting. Okay. Taking time to pray, to meditate, to get their energy aligned. Okay. It's my chill and heal card. But in this card, we have somebody who's sitting in a meditative pose. Okay. Yeah, they're sitting here in a meditative pose. There are swords. So this person, I see somebody who's meditating. and processing some hurtful experience, getting over the hurt and the pain, laying down a sword instead of battling with it, right? Processing these thoughts, feelings, and emotions rather than being attacking with them is what I hear. So let's see what we have from the Oracle of Mystical Moments now. That one just bounced right out of the deck. From the Oracle of Mystical Moments in this experience, we have My Dear Friend. Card number 47. So these two here, it's like, I see this young lady, she's prepared to go to a party, but everything is cold and snowy outside. Okay, so there's something here happening, some sort of sorrowful situation that somebody's going through, but did somebody lose a friend? Okay, somebody here, they're just in need of a friend. Like they're showing me some of the experiences I had recently had me say, I really need my friends right now. You know, are you feeling that way? Or is this somebody who's needing you as their friend? You are their friend and they need you right now like they have never needed you before, for morale and support. Okay. Somebody just needs a good laugh at this time because of what they've been having going on in their experience. Okay. Let me get something from my handmade oracles next. Okay, from the handmade oracles, show me the situation for the download today. Show me the situation. And then they're showing me again the grace under fire. Somebody here has been accused or told something that's extremely hurtful, that somebody would even put that energy towards them or suspect them of that. Okay, they just need a good laugh. I've heard you need to remember that stupid is as stupid does. Okay, I heard Forrest Gump come through. Stupid is as stupid does. Like a Dumb and Dumber, you know, so the dumb leading the blind. What? Okay, something like that. This card wants to come out. Don't look for the reason or meaning. Give it the meaning. Decide and declare what it all means for you. Decide and declare what it all means for you is coming through, talking about, you know, things are going to happen and you can look for why it happened, or you can decide and declare what it means for you. Okay. I heard they can't recognize me because they can't see this power in me. They can't see who I am. That's okay. That's why they would say something so stupid to me. That's why they would make this silly accusation. I heard it has nothing to do with me. The fact that they can't recognize my true energy. It's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? That they can't understand, but they're saying use your ability to decide and declare what it all means for you. I heard don't let somebody else decide and declare what it means for you. Don't let anyone else decide who you are or how you be. That it's important for you to make that decision for yourself, to decide who you are, how you be, and declare it and live it and honor that. Okay, don't let somebody else tell you when it ain't your truth. I heard you don't have to accept it. Yeah, if it ain't your truth, you don't have to accept it is what I hear. All right, let's see what we have from the universe has your back. Show me the situation in today's download energy, please. Thank you. The universe has my back. The universe has my back. This is a situation that's like a dear friend shows up. A dear friend shows up right in the nick of time when you need them the most. Okay, there's a dear friend here for you, right at the perfect opportune time when their words and their energy is most appreciated. All right. From the PNQ Oracle in this situation, we have the tree. This is a Christmas tree. It has decorations on it. Okay. And there are presents underneath it. Okay. We can see the moon through the window of the night. Okay. I believe this is Quentin's drawing. No, it's Princeton's drawing. Excuse me. This is Princeton's Christmas tree. Okay. So I heard this is happening because you've had an awakening. This Christmas tree energy is giving me the energy of the sacred secretion, where you receive downloads and awakening energy because you've aligned with it. Okay. You can do this through your physicality. This is why a lot of people choose to go vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, and samosa. But you can do this just by existing in that love and peace and happiness vibe. As the tribe, you generate that energy, which makes it hospitable for your body to allow the sacred secretion to flow down your spine and back up your spine and hit that pineal gland and take you to the land of milk and honey, where you find an understanding, where solutions become made clear, where the pieces of the puzzle suddenly start to fit together and things start to make sense to you. Okay. But in that, are you realizing, somebody here, you realizing that somebody is not your friend? They never really were. They was always out for what they could get from you. Okay. But at the same time, you can focus on that, or you can decide and declare that it was an opportunity for you to discern more, learn more, and take action. I heard discern more, learn more, and take action, to have grace under fire. Okay. I heard somebody fired you from being their friend. For somebody here, we have somebody who fired you from being their friend, and it is a direct correlation to your awakening in some sort of way. It's like they don't like what you're talking about now. You're talking too much about taking personal accountability and responsibility in life, and somebody really don't like that. It triggers the heck out of this person. In the situation, it says pay attention to your work, the desk. You are being very attuned with what you need to do for yourself, okay? And as a result, that's coming out in your conversation. That's coming out in your conversation, and somebody here is triggered because in your conversation, you're talking about accountability and responsibility for your energy, for the experiences that you live and see. Somebody is uncomfortable by that because that's exactly what the heck they don't want to do. And that's exactly what the heck they don't want to do. Now, this card wants to come through for us today, too, and it's a thin line between love and hate. The name of the line is jealousy, envy, and insecurity. So anywhere where you've been fired by a friend who's really not your friend, because you're going through this awakening, you're starting to see how the universe has your back, but it requires your accountability for your own actions. So you speaking that out powerfully in your experience. Somebody else is triggered by that, and they're like, they throw some hate, they throw some shade. You're like, well, what the heck is that all about? So here you are, you're trying to process his emotions. You're like, I thought you were my dear friend. And you're showing up really freaking cold. Well, the universe has my back. I know what I know. And if you didn't have that before, you're having the realization now, like they can't handle this awakening. They can't handle the idea of being responsible or accountable for the way things are going in their life. Okay. And you make them oddly aware of that. It's uncomfortable as heck. Shout out to Louise and Virginia Loyalty Tribe in the house. Hey. All right. Let's see what we have from the Handmade OG Words of Clarity. What do we have from the OG Words of Clarity? What do we have from the OG Words of Clarity? Show me the situation right now. Show me the situation right now. Okay, listen, are you going to give me a card? Do I need to pull one out? They said, take that one. Okay, connecting. Yeah, you're I heard connecting the dots. You're connecting the dots, okay? I just saw something else. Somebody here, they don't like your new friend. See, you got new friends that are part of your new vibe. They're part of your new tribe. They're not part of your old life. They're not part of who you used to be. They're not in that energy of what you were before. They're in this energy of your new life where you're accountable, where you're empowered, where you're in tune with your divine essence and nature, okay? And you're taking accountability for your energy, for how you feel, for your experiences. They don't like your new friend, so they ain't gonna hang out with you as long as you bringing them around. They ain't gonna hang out with you as long as you hanging out with them. It's like, what the heck is that all about? Yeah, you're gonna figure out that it's jealousy, envy, and insecurity. Somebody here, you hanging out with your new tribe, and your old friend just like having your energy all to themselves. I heard this AKA friend, quote unquote, not AKA, quote unquote friend, AKA, okay, this person actually, they said like an AK assault rifle. Okay. This person, I get the feeling of that friend that you have to always pay everything for. You got to make sure they're good to hang out with you. Like they won't hang out with you if you're not solely focused on. It's like you're constantly doting to this person. Like if that, like you're married to them or like they're your little child or something. Who is this? They're not your friend. That's who they are. They are not your friend. And that's the final verdict I heard. That's the final verdict is they are not your friend. All right, let's see what we have from the published Words of Clarity deck. It flipped right over, rejuvenated. Look, it's interesting because in this situation, although you go through this moment where there's this tinge of, well, damn, that's fucked up, and damn, I can't believe this happened. That kind of hurts a little bit. But it's like the more you spend time in this new energy with your new friend instead of your old friend, it's like hanging out with your new friend is a rejuvenating energy. Hanging out with your old friend, that shit used to leave you feeling depleted. They're showing me the word depleted. For some of you, the friend that we're talking about is not a person, but it's a way of being, an idea, an existence. A way you're existing right now is filling you up, okay? But it required that you leave the way you were being before alone. And it's happening because of an awakening that you've had. You had an awakening that you were sustaining yourself. And we got to continue this video on wisdom app. Why they do that? Thank you, lady. You're so helpful. Then I could just keep channeling the messages. So you have this awakening that like some belief you were holding on to was actually a very depleting belief. Now you got a new belief, and this is invigorating you. This is lifting you up. Okay. Your love keeps lifting me higher than I've ever been before. Okay. The song coming out of the Handmade Dedications deck is from Neo. And we had this song come out yesterday in one of the readings. It's You Deserve, you with the letter U instead of the letters Y-O-U, okay? She said, I want a love that I know gonna tell me the truth, even when it ain't pretty. She said, I want a love that I want a real love, willing to work to make this thing work with me. Someone she can trust. She don't want to know where his phone is. She want to know where her home is. Lay around with a shirt on, trying to figure out what the cologne is. She wants a love that can move heaven and earth, and that's just what she's worth. Baby, that's what you deserve. Okay, so that's about what you deserve. Okay, last night we were talking about an astrological happening. Thank you. Singing that song brought it back. I heard, tell the DJ, bring it back. Yeah, singing that song brought it back. Last night we were talking about an astrological happening, something about 5 planets aligning with the sun, okay? And there's something about getting what you deserve coming up, okay? That 5 big changes you've been through, I heard you can point to 5 major changes. They might have all been relationships with 5 people in your life who are highly significant. They played a very close, important role of friendship or companionship for you in the past. And if you look back, I heard over the last year to 2 years, you're going to see those 5 major relationships have evolved. They're gone now. Okay. They're gone through the light of consciousness. They're saying, okay. So I'm getting, you have a different level of awareness about these people and their energy. That's why they're not in your experience anymore. Okay. That's why they're not in your experience anymore. So, all right, if that's the situation, let's see what's the guidance for you. Going back to the Magical Unicorns deck, what is the guidance for the love and peace and happiness? Try here at this time, please, and thank you. What do we have? All right, from the Magical Unicorns deck, coming out, it says, just be yourself. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. I heard in anybody or anything that doesn't allow that, would you like to uncreate and destroy right now? Yes, yes. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Everything is always working out for me. 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 Just be yourself, baby. Sing your own tune. When you do that, that's your abracadabra. That's your alakazam. That's your hocus pocus focus. Yes. Just be yourself. You're unique. Somebody here has a lot of stuff because you live in a town where you're like the only one of your ethnicity in that town. And that makes it challenging for you because you walk around and you don't see nobody that looks like you. For some of you, this ain't you, but you have a little mixed race baby. I saw a little mixed race baby. Has a hard time. Maybe you ain't even realize it so much. And this child is going through changes with people in their life, and you're discovering that it has a lot to do with ethnic, being uniquely ethnic in their energy, in their existence, in their 3D experience, in their school. They might be the only little colored baby, you know what I'm saying, or the only one with slanted eyes, or something along those lines, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Okay, now this is also playing out on the spiritual way, because I'm showing you are unique as well. So they're taking all that physical appearance thing, apply it spiritually. Spiritually, you don't look like most of the people in your hood, honey. Spiritually, you don't look like the people at work. You don't look like the people in the church. Energetically and spiritually, you don't look like none of these people. You're something unique. You're different, okay? Just be you. You are not designed to be them. You are designed to be you. And if, they said, and if more of them would do that too, then you'd find a lot more diversity. But you can always tell the ones who are following a cookie cutter. Thank you. A cooker. What's the cooker? They're following someone else's recipe. They're following someone else's recipe. They're showing like a restaurant you go to, because you know they always gonna make that same dish that same way, and dang, the food is good. But as it comes to people, we don't want everybody to always be the same thing. Okay, somebody here, you're so unique. You're so different. You got to appreciate who you are. See, you're the spice. You're the spice to make the whole thing delicious. They're saying you're the spice. You're the spice. They're saying you're the spice of life. They're showing me, it'll be interesting if that card comes out, but they're showing me from the Handmade Oracles, the energy of the card that says floss and gloss. Floss and gloss, because it makes a world a much more interesting place to be, something along those lines. Okay, so just be yourself is the big guidance for you right here. I see somebody here who, that's what I see. Okay, I see somebody here who put their heart out in this, into this experience somehow. You went out there and had a human experience. The way this example they're giving me to show you is like going to an open mic, you know, and putting your poetry out there, telling your story, doing your dance, doing your song, doing your trick. What are you doing? Is some sort of way you went out and you put yourself out there. Did somebody just laughed at you? Somebody just laughed at you for doing it? And it caused you to have to recenter and regroup. I heard it caused you to have to recenter and regroup. It's interesting because the way they're showing me is that was actually advantageous for you, because when you recentered and you regrouped, you came and you went even harder. It's like you came, it's like it put you in this place of, how's the right way to say that? It put you in this place of a deeper, more connected. You were connected. You were ready to go up there and do what you was doing from a connected state. Okay. But when somebody laughed, all of a sudden you regrounded. For somebody, this all happened within minutes, all in front of public view. A situation happened. It had you, they're giving me the word frazzled. Somebody, I heard also Fraggle Rock. Okay. So somebody here like Fraggle Rock. I know I did. But something, it put you, okay, Fraggle Rock. They live under the earth in the caves. Okay. So there's something here about something happened while you were doing your thing. And it kind of rattled you a little bit. It put you in the state of, there's a state of doubt happening here, but you immediately go into your spirit and you reground, you reconnect as a result of this. However, they're looking at you, laughing, whatever, talking, whatever is happening around you, it causes you to go in and reconnect, to reground yourself, to recenter. And oh my God, what happened was after that, you were like not just doubly connected, but they're showing me like triply connected what you were before. So it was like, thank you for the next phase of my power in what I'm doing, of my confidence in what I'm doing, of my connectedness in what I'm doing, of my grounded, confident delivery. Thank you. Because that little laughter over there that was going on, it made me come back harder, but not hard to spirit, harder for anybody to tip my spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Next. Okay, I came back harder in my stance, okay, to where you can't tip my energy. I'm not only convinced, I'm knowing, and I'm hearing formidable. And being guided to look up the definition of formidable. Let's see exactly what they say about the word formidable. Inspiring fear or respect through being impressively large, powerful, intense, or capable. I am more formidable now as a result, exponentially so, than where I was when I started this. So thank you for laughing. I'm so grateful. Would you like to laugh some more? Please, let me give you some more stuff to laugh at. I'm not done yet, so hold on. I'm sure you'll find something else to laugh at. Just hold on a minute. I'm not done yet. Keep laughing. Keep laughing. I'm glad you laughed at me. It's like, I'm glad you laughed at me. I'm glad you thought that was funny. Because look at me now, honey. It's like that. Yeah, now I'm more formidable. I heard put some respect on my name. Okay, let's see what's going on. I've been pulling the cards for the second position. So from the Tarot of Mystical Moments on this side of the table, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there was some sorrow and regret in the situation, and the guidance is there's a need to let go. Okay, close out the cycle, close out the karmic cycle. Put a stop to something. Look, the imagery always speaks to me so strong with this card. It's like, put the mechanics to work, man. You understand how this thing works? Just put this thing to work. Make it work for you. Like, you got to put your heart where it's supposed to be in your own chest right now. Somebody need to put their heart where it's supposed to be in their own chest right now. And life is going to keep putting them in that position where that's what they need to do. Stop bouncing that ball out there. It's very distracting. Thank you. On the other side of the table, we have the Prince of Cups energy. Knight of Cups. I'm going to have to get up. You guys, hold on. I'm coming. I can't. That ball is distracting the fuck out of me. Okay, so you got to handle the distractions as they come. Put that ball up. I don't want to hear it. I'm doing my show. Thank you. All right, so you don't have to stand there. You're a more formidable presence now. Kind of like stepping out the room to go tell your grandchildren, do this, and you know it's going to be done. And you ain't going to have to say nothing else about that because you already said, hey, I'm being here doing my show. So y'all already know it's time to chill, okay? So you are busy doing something. Somebody thought it was cool to laugh. And you're like, what the heck is that? Now, understanding how this works, you're like, I don't give a fuck what they think or how they do. I know how these emotional gears turn, and I'm going to make sure they turn right. On the other side of the table, why am I hearing that sound again? You know it's going to work, but you got to go back and say something again? What? You giving them something to think about. Somebody over here is jealous. Well, you're just being yourself. And they're laughing. Jealousy, envy, and insecurity. Let them feel how they want to feel. Just be yourself. Let them deal with their own emotions. You don't have to own that. Like, you don't even have to look at it, is what they're showing me. You don't even have to look at it. So I feel like this is you not looking at, you want to laugh? Go ahead and laugh. I'm going to still handle my business, okay? Because I know how this works. I know how to get this wheel spinning. And I know that it's up to me to make them spin, okay? And here you are. You just stand there worrying about somebody else making their shit spin because you're not. Okay, stop trying to be grace under fire. And you have to stand up for yourself in the middle of something. You have to stand your ground when people can't vibe with you because you're on another level. Somebody can't understand the depth of what you're talking about. So they can't hear you. All they hear is blah, blah, blah. The whole time you're talking, they don't even really hear what you're saying because they can't get it. They can't remember the last 5 minutes while they was listening or talking to you, or while you were talking to them. They couldn't tell you one thing that you said because they couldn't hear you. They couldn't hear you. Keep being yourself. What else do we have about this guidance? Sleeping Beauty's dream, and I'm holding it in reverse. They're saying keep it that way. Okay, you understand that the vision is yours. You understand that the vision is yours. It's in reverse because they're showing me it's an internal energy, not an external energy. They're showing me it's an internal energy. This is your vision. I had a dream, and I didn't publish it. Instead, I published the fulfillment of it. Thank you. Instead of publishing the dream, I presented the fulfillment of it. In other words, instead, I didn't talk about it. I've been about it. I didn't talk about how I was going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. No, I actually just did it. And then here's the finished product. This is what I've done. Okay, somebody else, I hear people just laughing. I can hear them laughing, and they're like, that shit's never going to work. Okay, you keep talking. And as they sing, it's working, it's working, as they see that it's working, now that jealousy, envy, and insecurity coming up, somebody here with that devil card, don't fall for the temptation. Somebody here could even have some asinine things to say. Somebody here could be trying to distract from your session, your set, your whatever you do in some type of way. Don't let none of that stuff mess with you. This is your vision. It's working. You are triggering the heck out of somebody right now. You are triggering the heck out of somebody right now, and it all has to do with how you've handled your triggers when your triggers come up. See, you've been triggered. You've been triggered, and as a result of the mastery of your triggers, you become the trigger. Understand? That's how it works. See, you can only be triggered when you're lacking a level of mastery in something in yourself. You become the trigger once that mastery is accomplished. So the greater the degree of the mastery, the greater the degree of the trigger, you see? So you go from being the triggered to the trigger. If you haven't already done that, this is the path that you're on. If you're already been here and you're like, I know exactly what you're talking about. Don't worry, there's more. You still got more triggers in you, and that's okay. But you're going to master those too because you know how to address these situations when they come up now. You create a powerful shift in your physical experience, in your 3D experience, by holding to your vision, being yourself, being true to yourself, understanding that, hey, if the haters are hating, I guess I'm on my job. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I gave you something to hate on too. Hey. All right, let's see what else we have coming out. Using shadow traits in a light fashion to balance a situation. Didn't I say you had to stand up for yourself and do your stuff anyway? Yeah. Didn't I talk about mastery of the self in this? Yeah. You have to have mastery of those shadow traits in order to be able to apply the use of them to bring balance. That's not done haphazardly. That's done with decisiveness. That's done with deliberateness. That's done with intention. You can only do that if you've got it. You can only do it that way if you've got it. This is what makes you different. When other people are out here going batshit crazy, losing their mind on some stuff and you just sitting back like, okay, well, let's see how this turns out. That is going to be an evidence of that. Evidence of the mastery in you. You know better than to let every little thing frustrate you and upset you. You know better than that because you understand that no matter how it turns out, the better it is for you while you go through it, the better it is for you when you get to it, I heard. So it's like, how can I stay in my position here? How can I stand in my position of who I am in this? That's what you're doing. You're not trying to get in somebody else's shoes or worrying about being what they want you to be, because I get be all that you can be. They want you to be something for them. Okay, you're going to be all you can be. That's right. But you're going to just be yourself. The being that you are is constantly evolving. But what's not happening is a reversion. You're not reverting back to who you used to be. It's an ever-evolving state of being in you where you take the most empowering, highest vibrational traits of you. You carry them forward. And it's like whatever's at the lowest end of the vibration, you're dropping it off as you go. And you're bringing in new high vibrational energies to your experience. Okay. And continuing to drop off the low vibrations as you go. It's like there's only a capacity for 10. So every time you bring a new one in, then the 10th one is replaced because it's the lowest vibration. It's like there's a scale I'm seeing. And it's like as you replace each new object, only 10. It's like it's a sliding bar. It's a bar. Okay. And you can it only has enough to hold 10 positions. But you keep putting something of a higher vibration on. And every time you put a new one on, something from the lower vibrational end falls off because you got your intake and outtake valves connected correctly. So everything you bring in pushes out the old. You don't have to focus on pushing out the old. That's an automatic side effect. All you got to do is keep bringing in that new high vibrational energy. Before you know it, the entire capacity is going to be filled up with higher vibrational energies, and all the old will have been pushed on down the line. Hello, it'll be pushed on down the line. So it's no more on your mind, I heard. Okay. Whew. From the universe has my back deck. The guidance. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. I heard, yeah, even if you on a stage with a crowd full of people looking at you, even if everybody in the whole joint is staring right at you for whatever reason, you can connect to. I see somebody trying to roast you. I see a person, it's like you're on stage or you're in a crowd or you're in the middle of a party. Somebody actually got a mic and they're trying to roast you on the mic. And I see you standing back from your position and whatever you got to say, you didn't need a mic, but you dropped the mic anyway. Hello, you didn't have a mic, but you dropped the mic anyway. And you were heard. You were heard because the whole crowd was silent. The whole crowd was silent. Somebody was trying to roast you in some sort of way, but you dropped the mic on their ass anyway. Okay. Even though the mic was in their hand. It's like they slipped, the mic fell. The mic, it fell when you dropped it because you actually yanked it right out of their hand, not physically. Okay. We have Q playing basketball. I heard they're playing basketball. We like that basketball. So what I'm hearing with that is, you know how on the basketball court, they got to protect that ball. Because they will come in here and snatch that ball from you. Somebody here trying to come in and take the ball from you. You had to hold your own. Okay. Somebody thought that it was going to be real easy to take the ball from you. It doesn't play out that way because here you are. You got the ball in your hands. And as far as you can see it, there ain't even nobody on the court with you. You shooting this shot on your own anyways. Okay. The guidance. I am always blessed, safe, and protected no matter where I am in my skin. And then it's like you are this point right here, and everything is swirling all around you. You are blessed, safe, and protected on all sides, on all time, space, and dimension. Remember that. If you don't know that, it's time for you to work that into your energy, work that into your knowing, work that into your being. Make that real firm and solid. Solidify that in your space. You know, if you're going to go around putting periods on sentences, finalizing and solidifying energy, make it be to your empowerment is what I'm getting. And your empowerment is definitely in that I am blessed always. And the way we have it written here, I am always, ALYWAYS is not the way it's spelled on the card, but it means that too, because it's going to automatically imply that. Rather, though, it's ALL, new word, WAYS. In all ways, you are blessed, safe, and protected no matter where I am in my skin. I am always blessed, safe, and protected no matter where I am in my skin. I am always blessed, safe, and protected no matter where I am in my skin. One more time for emphasis. Yes, please, and thank you. I am always blessed, safe, and protected no matter where I am in my skin. Make a song out of that for yourself. Let that play. Let that reverberate in your energy. This is guidance. Okay, the fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business with the fox energy. Okay. And they're showing me because I'm about to set this right down here to the next to the Handmade Oracle, where it talks about using shadow traits in a light fashion to balance a situation. This is what your shrewdness is going to show you to do. Like, I'm just going to have to handle this, and this is what I'm going to do. A strategic move is made clear for you how you can use all that you are to handle this situation. And what I'm telling you is, in this crowd where somebody thinking they can roast you. This isn't everybody. Somebody thinking they can roast you. They got the crowd laughing, but not for long. Not for long. You finna tell them something in a reply, because I feel like they're going to say what they say. Then everybody going to look at you to see how you going to respond. What's your reply going to be? Whatever you said, it wasn't degrading, demeaning, or belittling. It was just raw and real, and in its own simplicity, it cuts straight to the core. So you ain't telling somebody off like some ignorant fool in the street. You're talking to somebody like you their grandma, speaking sense to somebody. That made the whole crowd just shut up and think about their self. Everybody went into their self, including this person. And it's interesting because now what they're showing me is as everybody goes into their self, while this person also is part of that, okay, what happens is the fact that everybody else is doing it at the same time, that energy of that one person's, and it's like, I get the feeling like this is a goal. Like you are part of a special ops tactic mission, super secret stealth, the best of the best, to go in and have this experience, because only you could get all that energy focused into seeing clearly the self, finding the truth behind the trigger. Okay. And you set this whole situation up unbeknownst to you so that you could have all those people do the same thing at the same time, because it's like the energetic pull, because all of them are doing it too, based off of what you said with the generality of it. It hit everybody's nail right on the head. It's like, I just see a whole room full of nails and a whole bunch of hammers all just at the same time. Boom. And it was a solid hit, and it drove that nail home for all of them. I heard for all of them. And that much energy towards driving that nail home had to be felt by this person to really fucking get it. And that's why this situation is unfolding this way. It was important for them to all laugh. It was important for them to roast you, because all that did was make you ground yourself more significantly into your own energy and come back amplified, baby. Amplified, baby, because you know what is happening. You are the dominant energy. You are dictating the flow of energy here. Yeah, this is what you're creating. You are creating the situation where there's awakening. You're using whatever they're throwing your way, and you're transmuting it into the energy of love, in this case expressed as awareness of the self. You're creating that. You are the generator of that. And whoever this one is who wants to be in opposition, whatever this energy is that wants to be in opposition to you due to jealousy, envy, and insecurity, they have no choice but to feel the effects. Feel me. I want to feel the fire. So they're going to feel the fucking fire. The only way they're going to get through, they're showing me a seed. A lot of these forest fires, you know, if you listen to the pros and cons of forest fires, like aside from people losing their houses and stuff, within nature itself, like the forest fires actually opens up the seeds, okay, so that the plants can begin to come out. And so, you know, and last night they showed me the phoenix. You know, the phoenix does not become the phoenix until after it's gone through this whole fire thing. Angel number 4422 comes out in regards to the position of guidance from my handmade OG Words of Clarity deck. It says, ask, the help is ready. Cherish those in your life. Spiritual sensitivity, stability, and partnership. Angels are by your side. angel number 4422 in the guidance. So you have tactful ways that you're going to be addressing any attacks. You'll be moving with grace under fire. Thank you. Grace under fire, honey. They going to try to come at you, but you're moving with grace. You understand to surrender to the love in this situation, no matter what form it shows up in, and how to respond in a way that creates an energetic shift. Okay. The words out of your mouth speak empowerment and health. Keep talking. Keep talking, baby, honey. They're going to get you in front of a crowd. They're going to all be changed. If you get a minute to be heard by the crowd, they're going to all be changed when you walk around, when you walk away out of this situation. Because you're going to walk around the room and you're going to talk. Oh, yeah, you're going to talk. You ain't going to just stand still. You ain't just going to sit in no seat. You're going to stand up and you're going to walk around and you're going to look folks in their eye and you're going to be giving your response. And your response will be much like a well intention, full of love, full of joy, full of pride. Grandmother telling their grandchild, listen, child, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't tell you. I'd let you continue on this path. But since I got love for you, I'm going to tell you that this, what you're doing right here, it only leads to that. You're only doing this because of this, that, and the other. And you would be happier and more fulfilled if you did this, that, and the other. Okay, but let me show you. Since you don't want to listen, you don't want to hear me. That's fine. I'm going to keep doing that. And see, that's why I'm going to walk away from here and I'm going to have a great day. And you're going to do what you want to do. And you're going to think about the fact that you're mad at me or you thinking I'm mad at you, but really, I'm going to go about and I'm going to have a great day. I'm finna sink this, okay, because there ain't nobody playing on this court but me, and how you respond to me is your business. And something about that, it's like, you want to blame me for how you feel, but yet and still the feelings are generated inside of you. You're going to have to own that part of you, and it's going to keep showing up in your life until you do. You have your own triggers. Ooh, oh my God, they're showing me an experience. I had forgotten about this experience. Oh Lord. I was invited to listen to my friend Bubba talk. And he's the one that shared his quote with me about being the dominant energy in the room. Okay. He said, may the high vibrational energy dominate. And how did he say that? And may it dictate the flow, something along those lines. Listen, I should have this memorized by now. He probably laughing the fuck out of me like, I don't know why you don't get it. But here we go. I got it for you. Please allow the energy that I be to coexist and commingle with all other energies in a flow. And please allow the highest vibrating energy to dictate the flow. Thank you, Bubba. Okay. He's the one that shared that with me. Okay. And let me tell you, somebody who really just be their self and bees their self is him. There was something else I was going to say about it. Tell the DJ, bring it back. Okay. We have health here. And when I see this card, it always speaks to me about making healthier choices, okay, overall. This is your guidance. So another thing about Bubba's coming to mind, when people talk shit to him and they get triggered by him, he just tells them thank you and keeps on going. And often that triggers them too. But, he just tells them thank you and keeps on going. He don't take it personally. He's not going to stand there and argue with nobody. He just tells them thank you and keep on moving. And that's that kind of energy here. Okay, you do this because you're in a level of mastery. The trigger doesn't exist for you. As a result of your not being triggered by them, they're triggered by you. Okay, are you ready? Okay, I'm ready. Okay, listen. Let me see what's the dedication and the guidance. Ha! I love it. From Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. Ooh, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. So look up the rest of the lyrics of Stairway to Heaven. That's the part that came out here in this as guidance. You need to remember that what you're doing is a path of elevation. You are on a path of elevation. All that glitters is gold. There's a lady who's sure that all that glitters is gold. Okay, even if it's fool's gold, even if it's pyrite, it's still gold there. Okay. And because you find the gold, the consciousness, the awakening in everything, even if it's fool's gold, there's still awakening there because it's still gold. I'm hearing still the color gold. Okay, there's something here about still being the color gold, showing up as sun energy, as consciousness energy. That is elevating you. Okay, when you get there, you know that once you got that consciousness, you know that it doesn't matter if the store is open, closed, whatever. If it's a fucking pandemic and ain't no rice on the shelf, you gonna stand there and stare at that shelf until that 5-pound bag of cow roast rice showed up, and you know what? You get 2 bags. Hey, that's what we did. Because there wasn't none on that shelf. But you can get what you came for. Why? Because you're doing that consciousness elevation. You're raising your vibration. In the place of the raised vibration, you could be in the middle of a whole bunch of mess going on, but you're gonna be the one that's still thriving because of your vibration, because this is your dominant energy. Yeah. And you understand the powerful use of your expressions, your words. You understand that words have 2 meanings, but there's 2 words that always have the same meaning, and that's thank you. And there are 3 words that always have the same meaning, and that's I love you. Okay. Thank you. And I love you. My favorite. Okay. When we do our energy work, we started getting into saying this earlier. We do our energy work. We don't sit here and recite a bunch of random prayers and mantras. Let me tell you something. That's a lot of complication. And clearly, if we couldn't remember this most important phrase from our friend Bubba after all these years, yeah, that's asking a lot. We're channeling. We got to keep this space open and clear to continue to channel. So the mantra we always use is thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And with that, we've healed so many energies. Hello. With that, we've moved so many energies just by the energy of thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. You got to focus on the wholeness. You got to focus on what is the true essence, okay? And that's what it is. It's thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. You got little babies around you and they got little owies and bumps. Tell them, come here, let me put some magic on it. Or tell them, come here, let me put some love on it. And just hold that energy. Feel that energy flow. See the energy flow in your mind from your hands, from the universe, straight through you, into your hands and into that child in that space. And think to yourself, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And know that the child is fine, that this all just passes, that it's all okay. And they actually are fine. And you'll see they're going to feel better. Before you know it, sometimes it happens immediately. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. But I know I'm done because then they give me this, it's like a shock that runs through my body. They're like, okay, it's done now. And I let them know, okay, you're better. You'll be fine. But grandma, it still hurts a little bit. I know. Don't worry. It's just because you still remember. It's actually stopped hurting. You just got to forget that it was hurting. So go play, do something else. And it always works. You know, that's how it works with the children. With the adults, they're just like, oh, man, it stopped hurting. I had several people tell me, oh, it stopped hurting. And it never hurt again. So it works. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And when people come in Bubba's face and they start talking shit because, yeah, oh, man. And he got a bit of an attitude the way he walk around. He carry himself like he all that because he is a Mr. Universe. You know what I'm saying? Like he is all that. And he's like, I'm just a dumbass. I hear you, Bubba. I hear you, baby. That's what he'll say. I'm just a dumbass. Dude is one of the smartest dudes I know. And he is funny as fuck and down to earth and real. And I just love this dude. And it's just like, thank you. People do say, they're going to feel. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Thank you. Next. Okay. What else you got for me? You got something else you want to say? I'm here for it. Let's hear it. What you got to say? You know, but it's interesting because you're not triggered by all of that. And because you're not triggered by all that, It's like you have the perfect thing to say back because you're calm. You take your deep breath. You get ready to shoot your shot. And when you shoot it perfect. Okay, 3-pointer. I heard 3-pointer. I heard you might be making 3 specific points in this situation. All right. On the other side of the table, what do we have? The energy on the other side of the table. Creative, draw, think, paint, and act in creative ways. Okay. Look at, we have support for you on the other side of the table is what wants to come through. Okay, so I feel like this is you. You're this little earth angel showing up like a little blonde earth angel, a little blonde fairy, actually. Those looks like fairy wings. And just sitting on a crag, sitting on a stump, all feeling on your own. But then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unicorns that are forming from the waves in the ocean. And honey, you got a spirit team. They're showing me your spirit team is with you. Like, even though you feel like you're alone, you're always supported. You have a whole spirit team with you no matter what. That's why you just be having those comebacks, those snapbacks right quick in a hurry. That just have people jaw on the floor, having them lean back, looking at you with their brow tinted down, looking at you like, what did you just say? Yeah, you heard me. You felt that, huh? It's like you heard me. You felt that. You heard what I said. Okay, you got that message. And so on the other side, what wants to come up, it's not about those people. They're not the important part. It's about you and the knowing that you are supported in this. Okay. You're supported by the invisible forces. Okay. The magical unicorns that come running out of the ocean here. Okay. So when all these emotions come your way, your spirit team surrounds you, honey. And because this is number 7, I'm seeing your ancestors' energies coming through too. The genetic line coming through. Let me see what we have from your side of the table or this side of the table. We've been calling it this side of the table. Let's see on this side of the table, the hangman, another perspective. Oh, it's like whenever you get hung up, they're there. Whenever you feel like, it's like, how did I, okay, when this hung up is coming through, like the idea of like, you're in an automatic process. You're like not really in your feels about a situation. You go into this very, it almost feels like you stepped aside and someone else is at the reins. It almost feels like you stepped aside and allow somebody else to take the driver's seat and you're just riding shotgun right now. And this is when your spirit guides come in and they rush in and they allow you to just chill. You decisively take a backseat. They're really showing me the idea of the ones who channel. Certain ones, when they channel, they really have like a process they go through. They've done it on camera. They've done it before you. You know, you see them go through their process of what they do to connect. Okay. Some of you, your process of connecting is a lot different than what that looks like. But that's what they're showing me. It's like you take the frontal lobe and you let it have a back seat and you let the spirit part of you come through. Okay. And your team always comes through right on time with the perfect words for every situation. Okay. With the perfect action, with the perfect understanding of these emotions. So you don't get tossed about. And so you don't get tossed about by the external influences, by the other external influences. We're talking about the dominant external influence that was here for the most assistance in your life, because that's the one that matters. Okay, there's a lot of external influences you can look at, but the one that matters, so you can have grace under the fire, is your spirit team, because that's the one that's here on your side. Okay, you think I'd leave your side, baby? You know me better than that. You think I'll leave you down when you're down on your knees? I wouldn't do that. And this is what your spirit is always singing to you every day. Okay, while you go through situations, like they always got you. So you've been through some challenges, you've been through some difficulties. Okay, spirit always got you. They help you get through to the other side of situations. Sometimes you feel like you're taking a back seat, and you're taking a back seat to the spirit side of you, so it could speak through, so it can move you through these situations where everybody in your physical 3D experience ain't on the same page with you. They ain't your biggest supporters, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be you, because I just got to be me, and I just got to be free. So yeah, you got to be free. You got to be you. Like, you got to be free to be you. And spirit helps you whenever there's some sort of challenge to come through. Like, spirit helps you stay diligent on that path. The 2 of Wands, they say, come, I'm going to go ahead and take over this situation. I'm going to protect you over here. We have this man, and he's kind of like got one wand behind him and the other in front of him. And he's got a head wrap on him, and I know it looks more like a Muslim type of head wrap, but it is coming through, giving me the idea of a sacred warrior with a head covering, okay? And the one that's to the back is like your consciousness and your physical, how do we say this? This is you being put in a protective pose, and they bring your spiritual team to the fore to handle the situation at hand. That's what I'm seeing. It's like a switch up in the dominant energy. Okay, when the dominant energy in the situation is more advantageous to be that of the spiritual mind taking over. Okay, message with the private jet flying up ahead. When the spirit mind is more advantageous to be taking control in the situation, it's like automatically a switch happens inside of you, and your spirit takes over. And your human brain just kind of take a back seat to the consciousness and let them words flow from you. They bring you exactly what you need at that time. They give you what action to do at that time. Okay, they're showing you in your experience how you are free. And the more you keep trusting in who you are and being that, the more you're in alignment with the higher self of you, and the higher self view, VIEW. Okay. View and the higher self of you, OSYOU. Okay, so both, yeah, you're in alignment with that, because they're always rushing in with exactly what you need. Okay, they're always rushing in with exactly what you need. Okay, the wisdom. There are keys to the wisdom hidden all around you. It's like in your 3D experience. Again, if it glitters, it's gold. There's consciousness there for you. There's awareness. There's something to learn here. There is a way to allow this situation to be in my favor, no matter what it feels like moving through it. There's a way that this is still serving my highest good. This is still here in service to me. How is this situation serving me? Okay. What can I do to elevate up out of this energy? That's all coming together. Whew. This is what your spirit team brings to you. Okay. Interesting. So, from the Handmade Oracles, we have the zodiac sign Virgo coming up. And what I'm looking at, I'm like, why is Virgo coming up in the external energy? For somebody, this is a Virgo who is a dear loved one of yours who is in spirit. Okay. But I'm getting a nitpicky energy. I'm getting OCD energy. Okay. From the other side of the table. In other words, they know exactly every little detail of every little thing that you need and every little thing that you go through. And they have always the perfect solution, the perfect assistance, the perfect guidance, the perfect everything and every opportunity. They always ready to go. I heard cocked and loaded. They always cocked and loaded, ready to get at it, get into it with you, be there to support you. Like they always ready. They at your whim, at your beck and call. Okay, the minute you feel like, I need to be free from this situation, you call on them. And they'll be running, honey. They run into you as soon as you call on them, because you're like, I need to be free from this situation. I'm seeing what's happening here. This is not for me. This doesn't serve me. This is where you're like, okay, God, I don't know how to get out of this mess. I done got myself into it. I recognize it's a mess. Get me the fuck up out of here, and I promise I'll never come back. And then you really get out of there, and you really never go back. Okay, if you make that kind of promise to God, you better fucking believe it, and you better stick to it, and you better live it. Okay, because here's the thing: if you don't, there will be consequences and repercussions. And we've all seen it before, but this isn't your reading. If you're one of those people, if you don't, you're not a if you don't. When you told God, if you get me the fuck up out of here, God, I will never let myself end up in this situation again. You meant it. You stuck to that. Okay. You've stuck to that. God has noticed that and is here acknowledging that. The oneness is my true nature. Again, your awareness that everything is here to serve you. It's serving you out of energy of love. Your awareness of that is because you understand that all is one and one is all and all is God and God is you. You know what I'm saying? You understand that everything here is in service to you. So you say thank you. Anywhere where somebody here is bringing contrast and chaos around, you thank them, you elevate right up out of that situation, because by your pouring love on it, that's that healing energy, that's that release energy, that's that freedom that you're creating. in this experience. Okay, freedom from what? Freedom from being stuck into that energy. Thank you is a beautiful way to release energy. You don't need to necessarily cut cords or ties. You can just untie the rope. Just untie the rope and let it float down the river of life. You know what I'm saying? You could just, they said it's as easy as just, they showed it to me now, like a boat that is tied around to the dock. All they do is throw that hoop over the stick. All you got to do is lift that hoop off the stick and let it go. And you do that when you say thank you. And thank you, thank you, thank you. It's an easy way. You know, instead of responding with anger and from a place of triggered and defensiveness and, well, I'm going to prove you, I'm going to show you who I am, I'm going to tell you all about yourself, something like that. You're not coming in that energy. You're coming from this place of love. Thank you. And you just let it be what it is. That's how you take that rope off and you release it, because they don't know. Even from their consciousness point of view, any of these people around you, the ones that are not, the ones that are just the extra nuts and bolts on the side. Okay, the extra nuts and bolts, crazy as a bucket of bolts. Okay, they're just there to show you more places where you can unattach. Now they're showing me a card from the Oracle of Mystical Moments that has come through now twice. This will be the third time that it's come through on the side. Okay, in the readings, and it had to do with was it far away from home or something like that? A long way home. Thank you. A long way home. And they're showing me now all of those strings. They've guided me to pull this card out of the deck. All those strings, you know, all those, thank you, not taking it personally. It detaches one of these things so you can land that home where you're trying to land it instead of constantly be up in the air, floating everywhere, to solidify your vibration. Thank you. To solidify your vibration and your frequency, to get solid in your own energy, to be solid in your own energy. So this is every time you take and thank you and you release one of those ties from off of what's hitching you to whatever, you know, has got you carried away. Interesting. It's got you carried away, you know, so you can be more stable, more grounded. So you can land this puppy, land this energy in a fruitful way for yourself. Okay. Rather than scattering your energy. So now what they're showing me is there are some counterproductive energies that would have you scatter your energy so that you could not produce something here that limits their power, removes the resource of your power from their experience. Thank you, because your power is a resource. Your power is a resource. Okay, are you going to give me a card, or am I going to keep doing this all day? They said, just take that one then. We have Q, and he's drawn fish. This is Q's card, and he's drawn fish. Okay. Red fish, yellow fish, blue fish. Okay. Or is this yellow and the red in the water is the fish? And then if those are the fish, then what are these other creatures that almost looks like Pac-Man? Okay. It reminds me of Pac-Man. Okay. This is in regards to the external energies. So, thank you. Very clear. So it's like, this is a scene here. This is so interesting the way they just showed me that. I love that we're using these cards today. So these three are here representing the collective energy of this spirit team that is constantly there at your beck and call. Okay, they're constantly hovering, watching. Now, this reminds me of how lately we've been talking about the angels sitting on the roof every time the roof creaks, you know, and how they're making their presence known like they haven't before. And even last night, their names came through. Okay, so they're constantly around. They're watching. This is the scene down below. Okay, they see you with your pure positive energy with the yellow, and they see somebody here who's insecure, doubtful, jealous, all of that energy, and angry, even with the color red. They have root chakra issues. You're here in your power with your solar plexus on point. Okay, you're here in your power. Interesting enough, you have two spiritual supports. Okay, and the spirit of speech is coming through you with this blue spiritual energy here. The spirit of speech is coming through you, right? And the spirit of power as well that matches the yellow. Now, this other one is coming through with the spirit of anger, okay? They're coming through with the spirit of anger. Interesting. But at the same time, so I'm getting that message where this one spiritual energy of anger is over them. But then at the same time, I see the other thing is where all three of them also belonging to you, even though this one's coming through there. energy of anger. Your energy of your power is stronger than that energy of anger. And the fact of the matter is, as a result of being the dominant vibration here, this spiritual energy of anger must still serve you. Okay, it's your dog in the fight. Interesting. They might try to put it against you, pit it against you, but they can't. They can't. Because you're in your solar plexus, you're in your throat chakra, you're speaking out, you're in your confidence, you're in your willpower, you're in your decisiveness, you're in your deliberateness. Okay, so any counterproductive energies of just anger, they really can't mess with you, because you just tell them thank you and you keep on moving. Your spirit team is always there at your beck and call. And you don't even have to stop and really speak it out. But it's beautiful when you do. I hear, but it's beautiful when you do. We love that you do, but you don't have to. We're always right here watching everything. The minute you feel the need for their assistance, for their protection, for their guidance, boom, they're on you. And when somebody try to approach you with some attack, you're protected from that. You're spared from that energy. That energy is not allowed to touch you. That energy is not allowed to touch you, because you already, it's like the moment you feel it, the moment you feel like, oh man, I need my angels to be here to support me right now. Boom, they're already there. They were already there at the very first inkling of the thought, because see, there is no limits of time and space for them. Time and space is our earthly experience. Okay, it's not a limit for them, so they're not bound by waiting for you to finish a sentence in your head. By the time you started to have that feeling, the words were barely still coming and they were already there. Okay, so you protected. That's how quickly your spirit team acts on your behalf. Look at this. I love that this came out from the download oracle. The universe has always, again with the always, now y'all know this is my custom creation, right? The universe has always got my front, back, side to side, up, down, and all around. Praise. The universe has always got my front, back, side to side, up, down, and all around. This again. So we need to understand that in some of these situations, it's going to be a thin line between love and hate. They can love you today and hate you tomorrow, I heard, or from moment to moment, that shit can change. But either way, I am always blessed, safe, and protected, no matter where I am in my skin. And the universe always got my front, back, side to side, up, down, and all around. Praise. Okay, let's see what else we have coming out in regards to the external influence here. They want to talk about your spirit team. Show me your spirit team. What's the message here about your spirit team as your external influence? Time to act. Interesting. Coming through with the lion. It did show up in reverse. So they're going to tell you it's time for you to chill and we take over. So some of you could be having an experience coming up here. If you haven't already felt this, some of you are going to be coming to experience where spirit is about to get real tangible with you. Let me tell you, spirit is about to get real tangible with you. You're going to have an experience and it's going to almost be like you're on a conveyor belt. And you've got the opportunity to jump off at any time. You know, all you got to do is take one step. You won't get hurt or nothing. You could just get off of this ride. But you're going to feel the spirit moves you, okay? You're going to be sitting passenger side while spirit takes over and channels through you. Channels your actions or your words or both, okay? Spirit is about to give you an experience. Now, the way they're showing to me, I'm talking about a profound spiritual phenomena experience is about to unfold here. That's what they're showing me. And I've had it myself, so they're very wisely applying this. Now, we didn't even do a dedication for the last position. What the heck is going on? What's going on? We'll go back to it. They said, all right, so your spirit team is here. They're saying it's time for you to sit back, relax, come along and ride on a fantastic voyage. They're going to take us for a spiritual trip around the world, okay? I heard we're gonna hit the nail on the head for every boy and girl, okay? They're going to take us on a trip. It's a spiritual trip. It's a fantastic voyage, okay? You don't have to ride the ride if you don't want to. You don't even have to let this flow through you, but you will. You will, because it's going to feel real good. You're going to notice it. You're going to be consciously aware as this is happening within you. This is you being you. Somebody might laugh while you're channeling a message because they're going to think, why she sound funny like that? because they know you from who you used to be. They didn't know your channeling voice. You see, you have a different channeling voice. They're showing me the difference in your channeling voice is a little bit different. Somebody gonna be thinking you playing some kind of game. You got some kind of jokes. They're gonna be thinking something. They're gonna be talking some sort of stuff. They're gonna be like, you don't even care. You don't even speak with an accent like that. How dare you try? Why are you trying to put on that fake ass accent? You know what? That's because this is my channeling voice. It's too bad you can't see that. It's not my problem. Okay, I'm worried about making you be pleased by me. Okay. And the fact of the matter is, I don't even think you're going to entertain the conversation. Okay, but here you are, you're channeling something. Somebody could be very ridiculing about what you're doing, but you're basically in this experience, your spirit team is coming over and they're like, listen, baby, do you mind if we take over for a minute? And you're like, no, that's cool. Go for it, man. This should be interesting. Yeah, I heard you might even get really nervous about this. You might get really nervous about this, but Spirit has had your back, your front, back, side to side, up, down, and all around for a long time. Before you knew Spirit had your back, but now you know Spirit is all around you. You know Spirit got your front, back, side to side, up, down, and all around. They got you on all sides covered. All sides are covered. Okay. You know you're safe with Spirit. You know Spirit make sure of everything in the experience. You know that you're safe, you're secure. Okay. You don't have to worry about nothing while you're channeling. It's like you have this. You're always blessed, safe, and protected no matter where you are in your skin. You know what I'm saying? And that's always covering you before you go in. I see somebody going into a spiritual battle, letting spirit take the lead in this. But I see that force field. It's like this protective bubble that's around you, a spirit. The energy comes through. Yeah, Spirit, they give you the energy. They are the energy. They are all in your energy. Okay, hello. Yes, let me see what quote is standing out. There's a quote here that's standing out. Which one is it? Without passion, you don't have energy. Without energy, you have nothing. Donald Trump, okay? Energy and persistence conquer all things. Benjamin Franklin. The energy of the mind is the essence of the life. Aristotle. And when you are enthusiastic what you do, you feel this positive energy. It's very simple. Paulo Coelho. Okay, but now they wanted me to look up the word enthusiastic. Something about that word came out. Was it from? Yes, enthusiastic came out in the energy bus. I don't have that book here, so let's see. Yes, okay. So enthusiastic in the book, thank you, they just gave it to me, is divine energy. It's the having a divine energy was how they thank you, they just brought it right back. I love when the DJ brings it back. So the energy of enthusiasm was the flowing of divine energy. Okay, that love energy is enthusiasm. It's extremely high vibrational. And that's what it feels like when you're in this channeling place, while you're channeling these messages or these actions. I see somebody who's moved to action. For some reason, you have access to a bunch of food, and I see somebody who's handing out food. You're moved to action. I heard this isn't like usual. There's something different about how you're handing out this food or where you're handing out this food. See a need, feel a need. I heard. Okay, so let me see what else we have about the other side of the table. Success. There's a cornucopia of success here. You have successful support. If you knew you would be successful and supported, what would be your next logical step? I heard. Okay. Let's get into the music of this. Show me the energy of the other side of the table, please. And thank you. The energy on the other side of the table from the dedications. Let's see, what do we have? We know the universe has always got your front, back, side to side, up, down, and all around. You knew they had your back, but in reality, they're really all the way around you. Like they're all over your energy. They see it coming before you do. You're always protected in this, blessed, safe, and protected. Okay. Your spirit team says from the Eagles, take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. That's what they said. Okay, so listen, spirit is like, they're like, listen, we'll always be here for you. Just chill. Take it easy. Let us take over. When these situations come in and they stress you out, tap in, ground yourself. You'll move with grace under fire, okay? You'll be the last one standing, and you'll be the last one laughing, honey. You're going to laugh because they did everything to try to take you out. And at the end of the day, when you're watching the replay, you'll see how everything they tried to formulate to come at you ended up returning right back to them. Okay. Oh, we did pull a song for you there. I'm seeing it now. Why I didn't see it a minute ago. We pulled Stairway from Heaven for the guidance. Build that stairway to heaven. Stay confident in just being yourself. We got an extra dedication coming out today. What is it? Culture Club. Karma, chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Didn't hear your wicked words every day. You used to be so sweet. I heard you say that my love was an addiction. When we cling, our love is strong. When you go, you're gone forever. You string along. You string along. This is somebody could be feeling. This is what somebody can be feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody here been stringing you along. Karma coming back to roost. Okay, they've been stringing you along. They've been fake friends, smiling in your face, laughing, trying to throw you out of your grace. That shit don't work. You're so protected. Your spirit takes over and tell you when to move and when to groove. When to stop and when to go. Tell me 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 when to go. Get gone, get gone, get gone, get gone. Okay, and now that messages have been coming through. Yeah. About this portal, about this astrological happening that provides a window of opportunity for you to move real swiftly. That came out in the shadows last night. Also, we had the portal energy come through in another reading. Was it on the full moon in Taurus? Full moon in Libra. Around the 14th of April. Maybe the 7th. Okay. Anyways, then we also had this come channel through one of the shadows episodes about spirit. You in a club, you're in a crowded room, everybody just dancing, partying, have a good time. Great scene of debauchery going on. And all of a sudden the crowd splits like the Red Sea's parting, okay, and the path is open, and you noticing the exit sign blinking. You been noticing it blinking. Even before the path formulated, you saw there was an exit sign over there. And then the path open. Okay. And the next thing you notice, there's an angel holding the door open for you to get the heck out of Dodge. Okay. There's an opportunity for you to move on. You don't have to sit up here. And so spirit in some sort of way is going to come in. You're going to have an experience. It could be through a challenging environment, but you're going to have an experience. It doesn't have to be, and there's some sort of challenge that's going to be there. It doesn't have to be grave or dire. Doesn't have to be life-threatening or anything like that, but there's some sort of challenge presenting itself where spirit's going to kind of come in, take over a little bit, and help you move through this fiery situation with grace, okay? So in a large-scale perspective, I'm seeing as we've talked about, the fall of the old energy and the rise of the new energy, because Gaia has lifted it and raised its vibration. So now anything that's not in harmony with that vibration is going to vibrate its ass right off the planet in whatever self-destructive way that is, okay? We ain't going to touch them, but it's what's going to happen. In the meantime, it's like you're being put in this sacred space of protection, okay? Don't trip, chocolate chip, while the world is going crazy around you. You're using your shadow traits in a light fashion to balance situations out where that's in your power to do. More than anything, that power is for you to do for yourself, okay? Other people don't understand how you so at ease and at flow with what's happening in our day, okay, with the challenges that are in front of us. This is like other people at work, at the office. Everybody got red, pink notices. Everybody found out the company is going to close down, and you just confident and secure. Everybody else is freaking out in the building, and your coworkers is looking at you like, how can you be so calm with all this? And you're just like, because it must be time to do something different then, and you ain't tripping, and they're not understanding. You know what I'm saying? But you're just going to keep doing you. There's somebody here, you said, if that's your experience, I see you saying, well, I guess it's time to get involved in that soul mission. That thing has been calling on my heart. And I do hear art. Yeah. For some of you, this is going to take you traveling. For some of you, this is going to take you traveling. Like it's on your heart that you got to travel to different places and do what you do. Okay. All right. What else do we have? Let's get our final message, which was the first card we pulled from the Mahabharata Epic Oracle. And it's the gift. Card number 27. Honey, you are gifted. Yes, you are a gift. You are gifted. You have this beautiful gift energy here. Let's see what it says. It's card number 27. 2 is a high priestess. 7 is a chariot. And 9, 2 plus 7 equals 9 is the hermit. Okay, so what I see is your intuition helps you move forward in a powerful way. You're taking steps on this journey. And hey, if they don't want to go with you, that's cool because you're good on your own anyways. The wife of Pandu, father of Pandavas. Kunti was the mother and the first of the 3 Pandava brothers. And Karna and the maternal aunt of Krishna. Okay. Throughout the Kurukshetra war, she was a pivotal figure of support and love to all the Pandavas. Through the means of invoking a special mantra, a son Karna was gifted to her by Surya, the sun god. Although she abandoned him at first, fearing public reaction, she did acknowledge and accept him later on. Representing this passion, Kunti was virtuous, loving, sacrificing, and noble. This card signifies a gift of some kind, material, spiritual, or something unexpected that will take you by surprise and brighten your day. It could be an event that turns in your favor, or the appearance of a person or resources that proves beneficial. Receiving a gift that could be exactly what you need, like funding for a project. Perhaps it could be an intention that turns positive, or a materialization that brings triumph and joy. You may find yourself in the spotlight, receive a positive health report, find a treasure, bag a contract, or some new source of income, gain an inheritance, have a windfall, win the lottery, or locate the right person or the right thing at the right time. Yes, always, all that. That's what you have. And you've got this because your spirit knows how to jump in. You know how to take a back seat and let spirit move with you and groove with you and flow with that. You know what I'm saying? You know this, the universe got you. You can trust in your intuition. You know that. Temptation might show up, but you always going to be able to get right through it, okay? And the other thing about it is you ain't triggered nearly as much as you were before. The triggers are slight and varied, but however is few and far in between as opposed to where you used to be, okay? And now as a result, you're triggering so many who have so many more triggers than you do. They still go unacknowledged, okay? They haven't even recognized that the trigger is inside of them all the way, okay? But you're going to keep being yourself, and your spirit team is on bringing something your way. All those beautiful things that could happen here for you, okay? For some within the next week, okay? Within the next week, okay? Somebody here is a life path number 9. That's coming through, okay? Anything else you want to say? Yes, 11. I'm seeing justice energy here. I'm seeing a justice energy on the table. I'm seeing the scales is being balanced here. I'm seeing that this is about you and your vision and staying true to that. Spirit has got keys of wisdom all around you, and you're able to see the love that surrounds you in everything. Even when they try to show up in anti-love energy, you know that just means that there's a lot of love there. And this is now you sitting and staring at one who is unable to let that flow through them positively. So you don't take it personally. You say thank you and you keep moving on. Okay. And Spirit helps you to do this. So today's a great day for a personal reading. If that's for you, go to the website. They start at only $10 US, and you have several options there. It's a great day to order one of your personal custom crafted pieces of jewelry. I have time to put that together for you. And somebody wants to get one of my handmade decks, go on my website, check that out, get it through. If somebody needs some coaching and they want me to be their coach, yeah, go look at the website. You'll find more information there. Okay, until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, the golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in, love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. That was good.